Hello YouTubers. Well, in this video, as you can see, I'm back into playing with chainsaws here again. It's been a little while since I've uploaded anything. Working on a Jonsered 2171 here. Not my original one that I had got there about a year and a half ago there. If you go back in some of my videos, you'll see me talking about that. I think it was getting a Jonsered 2171 going after sitting a long time or something like that. Anyways, this is a different saw. Saw that I picked up from a dealer, I guess, that took this on trade-in. Don't know what the customer traded it on. A new Husqvarna saw of some sort, I guess. Anyways, so this saw was definitely seen runtime. It's seen use. Hasn't been horribly abused, but it also doesn't have a horrible high amount of hours on it. But what it did have was a whole lot of stripped screw holes for the top cover. One stripped out here. There was one stripped out over here for the chain brake recoil cover. And on the front here for the bucking spike. Actually, both the top and the bottom were stripped. Now, not so much stripped as in, I do believe just, well, it was one of those saws that somebody used it, but they never checked the fasteners, make sure that they'd stay tight. If you're running a saw a lot, you do have to check your fasteners from time to time just to make sure everything is snugged up and doesn't rattle loose. These saws are no worse than any of the others. These 2171s were the same as the early Husky 371s, I guess, XPs. Like I say, the saw doesn't have a whole lot of wear underneath here. The paint on the crankcase is in good shape. Even on the front of the crankcase, nothing is busted or broken. Somebody did add an aftermarket exhaust on here. They added one of these Exile dual port exhaust. This is one of their early versions with the downward dual port that comes down. The later ones were turned to come out to the side here towards your bar. And the latest ones they have now are stainless steel. This is an original all metal or steel, regular steel Exile box. It's one of their, like I say, their earlier offerings. So, but anyways, curious to see how it's going to run with that. This is an original OEM cylinder on here. It's a 50mm top end, not an aftermarket big bore kit or anything like that. I know it does have really good compression. I didn't try starting it when I got it. I just rolled it over and it's got excellent compression. I did go ahead and check out the piston and cylinder. I didn't pull the cylinder off. I just looked through the spark plug hole in the front of the exhaust port and everything looks in pretty good shape. So I went ahead and put a new spark plug on it. And now I'm going to go ahead and get to reassembling it here. Like I say, I did some thread insert repairs here. One on the top cover, the two on the chain brake handle here, and the recoil. The front dog or bucking spike. Lots of little things that kind of somebody over the years here, I guess, little patch em ups. It does have a blue rev limiter coil on it, not the original black unlimited coil. For whatever reason, I don't know if the coil went bad. They rarely do, but maybe it did and they swapped it out, I guess, at some point. So mismatched fuel and oil caps. This has still got the original fuel cap on it, but the oil cap is from an older 20 series, like a 2071 instead of the 2171. I do have another cap here, not a big deal. I'll put on the correct one and swap it back to where it's supposed to be. The air conductor here is broken, so somebody, I guess, broke a recoil on it at one time probably. The recoil is in good shape overall, doesn't have any broken fins or anything on it, so a couple of missing fasteners, nothing horrible. I did go ahead and get a new air conductor for it, OEM from Husqvarna, not an aftermarket Farmer Tech or anything like that, so I'll go ahead and be putting this on here. Top covers are in good shape. They're not busted or broken. One little scorched or burned spot on the front edge of the main cover, but no big deal. The air filter cover's in good shape. The air filter's in. Somebody put a newer one on here not long ago. It's in good shape. It's just a nylon one. I may go ahead and swap it out for a felt flocked one, which are the ones I prefer because I do cut a lot of dead dry wood. Like I say, I do cut some green standing poplars. So, anyways, not sure where this saw is going to fall in, but again, one of those deals where the price was right type of thing. And well, I already have one like this, and I love it. It's a great saw. So I figured, what the hell, might as well go ahead and pick this one up, and that's what I did. So we're just going through it here, and like I say, we're going to go ahead and put a new air conductor shield in here. Tuck our wires in. So anyways, just getting everything serviced and back together on this saw. Go ahead and edit out, I guess, what I figure maybe you folks don't find interesting or what have you. Like I say, I haven't been posting much saw content stuff lately. It's summertime or early summer here, been busy with all kinds of stuff, but I like to come in the shop here in the evenings and work on these things. Takes your mind off the troubles of the world and things going on. So I enjoy this kind of stuff, always have. I've done all kinds of builds off camera, even before there was YouTube. The saw hobby is times more of a hobby. It's a passion, I guess. Some would say you're crazy to put all the time that I do into it, but you know what? It's my time that I choose to spend in evenings, like I say. So could be worse things. Other people run around going out and spending money, and well, I stay home and work on chainsaws. That's my deal, and I don't think that's such a bad thing. Plus, they cut lots of firewood for me, and I use them for logging, and they make me money as well. So it's not all, you know, they earn their keep. So go ahead and tuck my coil wire back in the keeper there. There we go. Got all our wires tucked back in where they're supposed to be. Gonna go ahead and put the recoil back in here. Another thing that was missing on here was these little, those little, some call them top hats, but these little shouldered washer here for the chain brake. And yeah, you can get these aftermarket if you want, but I just went ahead and got from my local dealer for, fits all these, is for Husqvarna, but it fits on these Jonsereds the same. They're all a lot of these parts are interchangeable except for the plastics and the color of the plastic, but as far as the chassis or the saw body itself goes, they're the same. There we go. Got that tucked in there into the chain brake handle. Go ahead and drop our recoil on. Come on. Like I say, it's got good compression. Dealer was telling me something that somebody had told him. The person that traded in was bragging on this saw, saying that somebody had did some port work at one time on it. That's why they had the aftermarket muffler on it. I don't know if that's true or not, or just a bunch of BS, but who knows. I didn't pull the cylinder to have a look. All I know is it's got crazy good compression, and yes, it still has its OEM base gasket by the looks of it, so I don't think anybody's been into this saw. I haven't opened it, or at least not that, not any time recently anyways. So the three, like I say, recoil screws are stripped. These are all in good shape here, but the one over here up top here, this one was badly stripped, and it wasn't just stripped. The hole was the white metal, the screw had been in loose in here so long that it was rattling around and had wallowed out the metal beyond actually what the thread insert would let me, and it was damaged beyond the thread insert tolerance. So there was only a little bit of thread at the bottom end, or the back edge of it, I managed to get the insert to catch a bit, but I went ahead and epoxied it put some JB Weld epoxy around the outside of that thread insert. So I don't know if it's going to hold or not. Just to put it straight in, I don't think so. So what I'm going to do is instead of using a regular recoil screw, I'm going to go ahead and use a aftermarket Allen head screw here with put a little Nylar lock nut on the back side of it with a small flat washer tucked in here with a pair of needle nose pliers. I'll get in here in behind along with the muffler here. Pain in the ass if you got to take the recoil off in the future, I know, but with the lock nut it won't rattle loose, and there's white metal in behind here, shoulder for the nut to be against. At least I know the epoxy with the thread insert isn't going to pull or pop back out or break out. If I have a nut in behind there, the wall of the crankcase is there as reinforcement. It should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and pause you folks, and I'll bring you back here when I get this together here. No use struggling with this on camera. It's just a bunch of thumbs and fighting with it here for a while. But anyways, I'll bring you back when I get a little further along.